AKA Patters. We're starting the week in a big way. Everything surrounding the sketchbook here. And by the way, this is my Bayformers Michael Bay sketchbook. We're doing the entire movie piece by piece. Everything surrounding this sketch here is piles of markers, colored pencils, colored watercolors, like everything you can imagine, art-wise, we are surrounded by. My first intention was to sit down and do some inking for my K-Fake stickers that I'll start including in every package that goes out here at AKA Pad HQ. But in the meantime, I guess we are just going to, and cheers, by the way, we're just going to hit what's on the top of my stack. And technically, this is it because I lost this for a little bit. Had to go find it. So that technically is the top of the stack. Proto forms. Seems to be there's a lot of back and forth on exactly what the proto forms are in Transformers, which I didn't know. And whatever, I guess, like, if you're looking at the movie, like if you're really paying attention to the details, it's maybe comes off as inconsistent. So I've been watching what's called like theory videos. There's like a Transformer theory video that is or channel that is just so much fun to watch, and it doesn't mean like it changes the experience in watching the movie, but it kind of just gives you things to like think about, but it shouldn't diminish the movie. And I feel like some theory channels do that. Like the movies should be experienced as is, as they're presented. So, like what good is a theory? But yeah, we're just going to be working on these. This page too is going to have a lot of black on it, as some of these already have. So let's just get into it. Keep in mind, I may get a call at any time. We will be dropping another Alan Moore video today, by the way. Green Lantern Annual 2. Which is the least of the Green Lantern Alan Moore annual stories. The big one that people reference is Annual 3, which is the Darkest Night, the inspiration for Darkest Night. But we're big Alan Moore heads here. We respect the Alan Moore. All right, here we go. Here we go. I mean, we're drawing falling meteors essentially, so it's pretty tough. Pretty tough to get these things looking interesting, and we're going to take this as far as it can go because we never know. I don't have anything call wise or even meeting wise scheduled this morning, so which is good. But sometimes, like you never know, and the reason for that is, people in other offices sometimes, uh, like so many people working remote, and they just might need help with something, and like if our level one is slow on picking up, we have to kind of step in. Here we go. Well, I mean, we got some of this. I feel like, oh my back, my rumbles, everything. And cheers to all of you. Sore just from sleeping. Slept too much, but kind of healing my sprained ankle. Busted my ankle pretty good on Saturday evening. Like pretty good, like totally good, like not good type good, good but not good type stuff. Yeah, so this is I originally didn't plan on the path of the protoforms. I'll show you guys what we have cooking here in a couple seconds. Troll. What's up, Troll? Hey, Troll. We're drawing comets smacking into the Earth, but not really smacking. I guess landing the proto form sequence from the 2007 Transformers. Yeah, early stream. Kind of lost track of streams again this weekend, just based on doing the Philly nightlife stuff and just kind of being an idiot. Sprained my ankle. Uh, Yesterday it was way worse, but it does seem to the swelling has come down just a little, like just enough, so it's not totally uncomfortable. But also woke up to a friend inviting me to a comic convention, so had little sleep. Woke up, was out the door by like 8:30, so that's after like coming in early in the morning. So it's been a little bit crazy, but read at that show I got one of the Alan Moore Green Lantern issues, annual 2, and read it and was like, great, like this is gonna be my Saturday, my Sunday video, and crashed out. So like there you go. See, I don't like this right here. we go. Yeah, dude. Green Lantern Annual. I got for $1. So, I guess maybe today I'm going to forego that video. And look, just so you see, I'm wearing last night's green shirt. I fell asleep in it. Yeah, I was going to be dressed green for that video. I guess today will be, let's do a you know, like like a haul video, everything I bought yesterday, and why, because the whys are as important as anything. And I have to pull a couple other books to show you guys why I bought certain things. So yeah, I'm going to do that later today. If I can drop two today, I'll do that. And then I'll end the haul video teasing the Green Lantern Annual 3 or Annual 2, I'm sorry, and then we're just going to segue right into Green Lantern Annual 2. It's a enlightening story too. It's only a 6-page story, and what Alan Moore does in 6 pages, it's beyond impressive, because he introduces like this thread, this angle, like within 6 pages. It's a whole thread of the Green Lantern like mythology that you never thought about. And that's, again, like, that's how good he is, which is why we pay attention to him. So real quick, let me just do some commentary on what we're doing here with the brush action. So we're going to color from the brush strokes down to earth to create a little bit more of a glow effect for anyone taking notes. And that's the whole, the part of the intent here is to, like, we want to highlight that the earth is glowing and that the meteors are hot. And I don't know, like, I can do the earth glowing. I don't know 1,000% on, like, I don't have anything in my head on other than adding airbrush highlights, and maybe we'll do that. We'll break out the airbrush. But I don't know what else to do to kind of show that these meteors have a little bit of a glow to them. Because again, like, I've just been watching the movie, like all the movies. Like last night too, I was watching The Last Night, and I'm constantly watching and rewatching these movies now just to get preparation for the sketchbook. So I was watching the '07 a couple of days ago, and the scene that these premiere in, like, it's so interesting, it's so freaking cool, and I think people blow it off. The scene is just like, really, it's like Spielbergian, I'll say. Like, there's so much Spielberg in this scene. So, and Spielberg is the producer, so it has, like, what a great unexpected collaboration too is Michael Bay DreamWorks. What? Sorry, everyone. We're back. Had a work call, so there you go. I spoke too soon. Fatal J, what is up? Real quick, yeah. Green Lantern is the only mythology that DC has, in my opinion. The Green Lantern mythology is even exponentially more interesting than the Kryptonian stuff. The more they add to Krypton, the less interesting Krypton becomes in my eyes. But I am a little bit curious of that Krypton TV show that Sci-Fi had. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit of Jay Lee in here. Yeah, like Jay Lee works good with silhouettes, so I always try and have like a strong silhouette. And yeah, Jay Lee is he's Submariner. Yeah, yeah, Submariner Jay Lee is one of my favorites. I've been wanting to do a video. Speaking of Jay Lee, real quick, of how John Byrne transitioned that title for Jay Lee, because people forget too that Byrne was artist writer for Namor, and then like wrote the next couple issues that introduced Jay Lee, because they were like all in on him. So I wanted to do that and then kind of even showcase. You guys may not be familiar with who he is, but his name's Scott Collins. And Scott Collins comes in as Jay Lee filler issues and kind of does a Jay Lee impersonation. So again, like shows you like how magnifying the Jay Lee style was when he premiered. Like it's almost like he couldn't leave a title. So the next person up had to recreate the Jay Lee style because that book got so much attention. Like that's significant stuff there. To do that during a highly competitive time in comics where people really were chomping at the bit to to move the needle for their title to get more sales, because you could get things back then like royalties and growing page rates. Sorry, here I'm just looking for caps. We are losing. Oh my god, I just lost one of my caps. Ugh. Frustrating. But we found one of my off red, off orange colored pencils. But hey, everyone, thanks for hanging out. So we're just trying to add. I'm sure you guys can imagine, right? Like the combinations that it's going to take to get some of the shading for the fireballs here. So it's like, more red towards the bottom, more yellow towards the top. It's not rocket science. There you go. Pun intended there. So here you go. But again, we're working on the protoform sequence now. Will be comets arriving. We'll do the Optimus because he's kind of like on a mountainside or like a cliffside, and the Mack truck rolls through, and then we'll do. I'm not sure who's in the pool. Is it Ratchet or Hound? One of the two crash into the pool. There's a little girl, so we'll do like a silhouette of her with the stuffed animal. And then here we go, guys. Ready? This we're because I erased. We're smack middle in the Hoover Dame sequence. This was supposed to be Megatron right there, close up of Megatron, and Section 7. So all this is going to have to get erased. Okay, highway fight scene, Bone Crusher getting decapitated. So this is going to transition to the alleyway of Sam and Megan Fox, right? And then we'll have all the Transformer, all the Autobots here, and then we'll do a close up of Optimus here. So, yeah. We're still going though. We're still going. And I got it. So it looks like I'm going to have to leave you guys somewhat soon. But I'm going to try and get as close to another 30 minutes here as possible. But for right now, let's just shade some of the atmosphere here. But it's always nice to hang out with all of you in the morning. I think waking up and drawing is one of the best things you can do when it comes to practice and pretty much like maintaining, just maintaining the flow of it all. Let's see here. I'm looking for a blue colored pencil. I got so much on the desk that I don't want to move things just because it's going to be in. I don't want the audio coming in. So maybe we'll just get away with this one. I don't like shuffling things while I'm live because I just don't think it's pleasing. Let's just add some of this right here. Here we go. There you go. That's one of the reds I was looking for. We're using some of this super red here. To kind of just like hopefully show off that the protoforms, or like the protoform of the comic, we'll say. Like we want the protoform to show through a little bit. So we want kind of like some alien looking tech. but it's got to be blended. It's got to be fire. Like, you know, like there's just a lot of elements. Got to be blended. Got to be fiery. Yeah, sometimes you gotta come up with the solutions in real time. And this, like, it's like the far away comment looking good. The close up comment, not so much. I'm not digging the close up comment here. But we'll see. We'll put this overtone over, like, all yellow. We're pressing hard, like we're grinding that wax into the paper. Yeah, see, it's not there. I may have to hit it with marker to round it out a little bit more. It's just not rounded enough. It's not yellow enough, not rounded enough. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I may just kind of leave some of this black and white also. That's a little bit, again, too, like we're the idea is to also treat this as a sketchbook. So that's, like, you know, like some of it can be fully rendered, like fully formed, but I do like the idea of purposely keeping areas loose and sketchy, and it helps you. It helps you. You know, like the intent of a sketchbook should always be to turn the page. right? Like that's the intent there. Like, so let's get this enough to where we can turn the page. And that doesn't mean we can't go back to it. Like we very well may. Just not liking that. There's a lot here that I don't like at all. I really don't. There's just too much. Just try and add a little bit of a more. The only reason we're trying to add a glow here is to round it out a little bit better. And I just don't see it at all. Well, maybe. You know what's? It's like this right here, I think now. I think it's that, so. Yeah. Hopefully it does. Yeah. So here, like a little bit, what I did was, we'll see if it works. I purposely put down. I was like kind of aggressive on how much white I put down, because when you kind of shade and layer, like let's just say you shade and layer with marker and colored pencil, the whiteout, like definitely will lay on top, right? Like there's only a few types of paper that might make that tricky, but then here, like I get to maybe like shade some of it. So some of these streaks, I want to go from like red to white, red to yellow to white. So like we'll kind of see if that happens. And I'm drawing this without even a scratch pad. See, like like a little bit like that. So then the other question is, like, where are we going to be with the yellow? Is the yellow going to be too light, or are we going to have to use orange? But it's just a way to get like another value out of your markers. See, like even here, like say getting, and that just, it creates the idea, right, of like a like maybe like something's like pulsating, or like a clear level of like life, and movement. So like I think that's a lot better. I'm still not convinced. Like still not happy. I'm just staring at it right now. It's like happens so much where you just like stare at things. I think this one just like, does it sell it? Yeah, re-entry. Exactly. Yeah, and that's um look like the crappiest movie on earth, right? Like realistically thinking about it could be the crappiest big budget special effects driven movie. Like what's one that people have been crapping on? Like Moonfall, right? Moonfall comes out, everyone can crap on it, but it doesn't mean that movie doesn't have like amazing value in the way you can visualize the effects, right? Like the effects of the people who made the effects think about things. Like you have to recreate it. So it's like even like the worst movies can help you visualize things. And again, like always, they're always valuable for that reason. As they should be, right? Like people that dude, even the movie, like as much as we all like to crap on it, but I'm sure even a movie like Captain Marvel visualizes things that just helps. It just helps. And it could be a movie that's universally disliked. But see, now it's like I think it looks like there's a little bit more roundness, right? It looks a little bit more shapely. And I think this is it. Like this is like we're done with this page. We can move on to Optimus protoform here. So we can do like a little bit of we're probably going to call it the full on flip through. So we'll do the flip through we'll do cover to entry here. All spark, the Nokia bot. So a lot of this is just insert art. We got same title, Megan Fox, Bay former title, Michael Bay portrait, Peter A DeLuca credits. Cybertron, I completely took out the middle of Cybertron. I got to rethink that. Contents page. Without sacrifice, there is no victory. The line from the movie is kind of bookended by this line. Same says it later at the end. And then we got Archibald, the discovery of Megatron. Then it goes into modern day. Qatar, Blackout destroys everything. The Witwicky household. Mojo the dog. Same car. Frenzy, who hacks into Air Force One. The Pentagon rallying the troops. And then we have the Qatar second attack, which is Scorponok. The flares. Same with Wiki. I gotta finish this, but he's like eating dirt, when he flips off his bike. And then we have that kind of segues very nicely into Bumblebee versus Barricade. Bumblebee wins, so now we have the full revelation of Bumblebee, same, and Megan Fox. And when Bumblebee, like at this point, Bumblebee signals the Autobots, so they come, and boom. Like the movie at this point picks up, and this is almost like within the movie, it's almost like movie number 2. It really is. Because we don't do much with the CIA girl, with the signal. Everything's like reactionary to the Decepticons. So yeah, the movie does take on like a completely different tone and speed. So it's there. Like this week, I would love to get this out of the way. I would love to get the Cybertron drawing done. Like I can kind of complete this while I'm on the phone. But then the idea is the reason why the cube's kind of like here and has as limited angles as possible, because I want this to be die cut. I want to cut this out and then do a maybe like a painted or airbrushed cover, and then like you'll open it, and then I might have the Optimus is now some of his narration here when he talks about the Allspark and it creating life and it was lost long ago type thing. So yeah, Scorponok is really hard to draw. I feel like I got lucky with Scorponok was, see, like his kind of claws underneath, they kind of like they fade into the distance and they have enough like bulk to them. But yeah, I mean, none of the Transformers are easy. I mean, none of them. Like Barricade here, I want him to be more in like an action pose, but somehow a static portrait came out because you're looking at the reference for so long. When you're drawing these guys, you just get fixated on pieces and you're not looking at everything properly. So Barricade too, right? Dies twice, comes back 3 times. he's in like every other Transformers movie. No one knows how or why. But he dies and comes back, It's awesome. But yeah, I think some of the texture for these could be a little bit better, like the streaks. So could we? Where are my whiteout pens? Like these guys. This one's empty. I don't know where my I still have art materials all over the place. Maybe here's one. See, I think like a little bit of that, like like a couple like good faded squiggles to kind of again like the heat's like vibrating almost. See, and I think like that kind of gets it. But all right, we're going to call it just because I do have to hit the office. I'll be back later today. Going to shoot for 2 video drops, and the podcast will update today. Also, links for all that stuff should be in my description, link down below.